Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the Ultralight KS40. Recently I used this pack for a 500-mile section hike on the PCT, and overall I liked it. There were a couple things I wasn't totally crazy about, which I'll get into, but basically I hope that this review will help you get exactly what you want if you're thinking of ordering a KS pack. So let's get started. First I'll go over how I have this pack configured. For the main pack fabric I have VX07. For the bottom I have Cordura 500, which I believe is the stock option. And on the shoulder straps, hip belt, and side pocket I have Dyneema X, just because it looks cool. For custom options I got the line lock load lifters, which I later removed and I'll tell you why, and an Ice X loop. This pack does not have the frame stays, the external frame stays, which are an option on the website, and the final weight is 13.7 ounces. The total volume is 40 liters, and that includes 32 internal, including the extension collar, 5 in the front mesh, and then 1.5 in each side pocket. I think that this will work well for general use if your base weight is around 10 pounds or less, but for thru hikes where you might have a little bit higher food volume at times, or you might need to carry a bear canister or a couple extra layers, I would say base weights of around 8 pounds or less are probably going to be more comfortable. I have this loaded up with around 8 pounds of gear that I would typically use on the PCT or another long distance trail, including a 20-degree down quilt, a Neo Air X-Lite, and the Z-Pack Solplex, and typical 3-season clothing. And with that setup, I can do about 5 days of food at around 2 pounds per day, so that's pretty usable, I think. The pack can fit a Bear Vault BV500, although with very little room for anything else. I think it's worth noting that the KS50 is, I think, less than an ounce heavier than this, and will be a lot more versatile, and would personally probably be my choice for a thru hike where I had to carry a bear canister or some extra layers at times, and my base weight would be ranging from around 8 to 11 pounds. The compression system is very effective, and it's just a cord attached to the side with some line lock, and it will allow you to compress the pack down and use it as a day pack, which is pretty nice. As for the external pockets, I think the front pocket is appropriately sized. It's got enough room for a wind shirt or rain shell, tent stakes, map, and a full day of food. It is not stretchy, but I didn't find that to be a problem. The side pockets I feel are a little bit on the small side at 1.5 liters. It's totally fine for half-liter bottles or 1-liter bottles. 1.5 liter bottles fit snugly. If you want to use 2-liter water bag or put 2 1-liter smart water bottles in the side, that's obviously not going to fit, but just so you can see. And also, if you like to have your Sawyer or other filter attached to your bottle at all times, like I do, it's going to be a little bit tall for these shallow side pockets, and it could tend to wobble around a little bit. And this was a minor annoyance for me because sometimes it would bump into my elbows. This issue can be prevented by looping the side compression cord around the filter, and that'll stop it from moving around so much, but it'll also make you unable to reach to pull out the bottle when the pack is worn. So that's not a perfect solution. If you want to leave your filter attached at all times like I do, you might want to opt for the taller side pockets, which are a custom option on the website. Or if you want to be able to carry 2 liters of water in your side pockets, you could ask for Laurent from KS to put KS50 pockets on a KS40. The KS50 pockets, on the website it says they are 2 liters rather than 1.5, and I think that would probably be a better size for side pockets, but I don't actually know if that would work, so you'd have to shoot him an email and discuss that with him. And by the way, Laurent from KS is very good about getting back to emails, and he'll be more than happy to discuss any custom options with you. The positive flip side of the kind of small side pockets is they make it very easy to reach the bottles when you're wearing the pack, so that can be a good or a not so good thing. The construction of the pack is perfect as far as I can tell. These seams are very nicely and evenly stitched, and it looks like the shoulder straps are very reinforced, so I don't think you'll have any problems in that area. The shoulder straps and hip belt are both quite padded and very comfortable. The hip belt is very nice and wide, and you can really cinch it down to take some pressure off the shoulders, so that's pretty nice. The shoulder straps are straight J-shaped, although they are sewn in at an angle, which allows them to conform a little better to the body. And overall, they were pretty comfortable for me, but for women or fans of true S-straps, that might not be comfortable enough. I like S-straps, and for me, these straps were just okay, although not a deal breaker. Just a quick note on sizing. I ordered this pack in the 47 centimeter torso length, which is about 18.5 inches, and that is just about my measured torso length. And I felt that it was a little bit small, and the hip belt was always kind of riding up a little bit on me. So if you're ordering and you find that you're in between torso sizes, I would recommend sizing up. The hip belt sizing seems straightforward. As for the materials, the VX07 feels fairly durable, and I have no reason to think it wouldn't last for a full thru-hike. There is some very minor wear here at the bottom where it will rub against your back. I don't know if you can see that. It's, like I said, it's minor, and I don't think it will be a huge issue, but there is some very minor wear. KS is now using a material called XPAC 21RC as their default option for the main pack body, and they claim that this is more durable even than Dyneema X, which is the fabric that I have on the shoulder straps and hip belt. They're no longer offering Dyneema X for the main pack body, but they are still offering it for the straps and side pockets. The front mesh seems plenty durable to me. Chaos calls it strong mesh, and I think it'll be totally fine for trips where you're not bushwhacking or gonna bump it on any granite or a lot of really overgrown trails. I have put one small hole in the front mesh, but it doesn't seem to be a huge deal, and I think for on-trail hiking, the front mesh will be totally fine. As for the Loadlifter option that I mentioned, KS recommends that you get load lifters on all of their packs, even the ones without the external frame stays, and they say that this is in order to fine-tune the fit of the torso length. But honestly, after 500 miles, I didn't feel that they were doing a whole lot for me, either to transfer weight to the hips or to fine-tune the fit of the torso length. I think that's just because this is such a small frameless pack. So honestly, I would only go with the Loadlifter option if you're also going to get the external frame stays. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. So that's everything I have to say about this pack. And like I said, overall I enjoyed using it, except for the couple things I mentioned that bugged me, like the kind of small side pockets and the torso length seeming a little bit on the short side. But if you get the right torso length and you configure the side pockets the way you want, I don't think that you'll have any complaints about this bag, and I think it is a good choice, like I said, for general backpacking trips with base weights of around 10 pounds or less and up to maybe 6 days of food, or for thru hikes or longer distant trips where your food volume could be higher, probably base weights of 8 pounds or less. I hope you found this review helpful. If you have any further questions about this pack, please leave a comment down below and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.